Hey everybody. So today I want to talk about the concept of perception and how perception really shapes our perspective and then in turn probably our intention behind our actions. So perception, in a simple explanation, is your ability to perceive information or to gain information through your senses. So we know the five major ones, but there's quite a few other senses that we can hone as humans and that help us gain information, whether it be, and again, this gets a little diluted depending on how you define a sense, but we have a sense of balance, we have a sense of self, we have an intuitive sense, and they're estimating somewhere between 20 and 30 different senses that humans actually possess beyond those major five that we come to think about most. So as you develop your ability to perceive information from your environment and from internal information sources as well, you'll be able to shape your perspective about whatever it may be, including yourself. So if you're able to understand proprioceptive sense, which is your body's spatial awareness about how you're moving through space and what environment you're moving in, you might start to feel more graceful because you understand how your body moves in a multitude of environments. Whereas somebody who doesn't have a heightened sense of proprioceptive ability would maybe be a little more wary when getting onto an environment that they feel less stable on. For instance, a slippery bit of ice. Now again, there's lots of examples of how we use our senses to gain information. Maybe in listening to someone give their opinion about a book, we change our perspective on what we think about that book. There's lots of ways to, again, use information to our benefit to either gain knowledge about ourselves or a certain situation, or just to change our perspective and gain more insight into a particular topic of discussion. Lastly, your perspective will generally dictate your intention behind your actions. So if my perspective is skewed or slanted because I've only perceived little bits of information, my intention behind my actions might not come from a place of caring or love. It might be a little ill-willed, depending on what my perspective is. And I think by heightening our ability to gain information through our senses, all of them, we create better perspectives that are more balanced and more well-rounded. I think if we have a better perspective, our actions generally come from a place of love and good nature. So think about how you can stimulate more senses. Maybe you walk on different surfaces to gain a tactile sense through your feet. Maybe you spend time listening to different music instead of the same hip-hop. I know that's my problem. I got to branch out a little more. So try to heighten your senses through your workouts, through your activities of daily life, and see what that does to change your perspective, not only about life, but about yourself. Continue to get better every day, and make today legendary.